Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you guys are new here. So for today's video, it's another day, another Colourpop, and we're going to be reviewing the new Colourpop collaboration with BTS. I have the eyeshadow palette and these Super Shock shadows. I did not buy the entire kit because, well, frankly, I didn't want to. But we're going to be reviewing the now sold out eyeshadow palettes and the Super Shock shadows to let you guys know whether or not this was actually worth it. So you guys want to see what my thoughts are on all this? Well, then definitely keep watching. I'm back! So if you guys don't know, I recently went to Texas to go to the Tim the Tatman tailgate. And if you guys are unfamiliar with what that is, it is a huge streamer. Tim the Tatman is a huge streamer. He's been around for years and years. His best friends are like Cloaksy and Ninja and Jordan Fisher and Kane Brown and Courage JD and Nick Merckx, and these are such massive streamers. A lot of them started off on Twitch, and now a lot of them are actually over on YouTube now, and I have been following them for years. I'm a big avid video game player and I love watching Tim. He's my absolute favorite. So when he announced that he was doing the Tim the Tatman tailgate like 2 years ago, he announced that he wanted to do it. Me and Corey were so gung-ho to do it. They finally announced the dates. We bought tickets and we went, and we had the absolute best time ever. Corey got to compete in his first ever official Fortnite tournament worth $100,000. He did come in the top 20%, which I'm very, very, very proud of him. We also got to like sit front row stage to Kane Brown. I got to meet so many incredible people. I got to meet some of my favorite streamers. It was truly such an amazing like whirlwind weekend. A core memory that I'll never forget. I actually did post a vlog. It's live right now. Please go watch it because it just will mean a lot to me if you guys did. And it was the best time. But while I was gone, I was accumulating a lot of packages, and lo and behold, we have a lot of videos to crank out now. So Colourpop last week released their newest collaboration with Bt21, and I had you guys tell me who that was because I genuinely had no clue. If you guys don't know who Bt21 is, I actually had to look it up. It is the new IP co-created by Lines and Friends and BTS. Rather than simply creating avatars of the physical appearance of the artist, Bt21 consists of 8 different charming characters created by BTS members, where all of them actively participate in the whole process, from drawing sketches to elaboration. And BTS is a huge phenomenon. They are a huge boy band overseas, and they are massive, so famously well known. And I unfortunately did not know any of that because I just generally don't follow them. But you guys were so kind enough to educate me in my anti-haul, so thank you guys so much. Now, Colourpop did not send this to me in PR. I did buy this myself. I don't know. I don't get it, guys, but I bought this myself. However, while I was gone, I did get a Colourpop PR package. I just wanted to quickly show you guys. So Colourpop actually was kind enough to send me some PR. So they sent me this whole box of goodies right here. We got like bronzers. We got some lip products, some cheek products. We got some lip products, some cheek products. We also got some eye products, some highlighters and whatnot. So Colourpop is actually sweet enough to give me a lot of these goodies in PR. I didn't get the Bt21 collection PR, but I did get all these little goodies right here. So Colourpop, thank you so much. That was so cool to come home to. I really do appreciate that. Okay, so in my video, my anti-haul, I said originally I was just gonna buy the palette, but I ended up buying all these Super Shock shadows as well because I genuinely really do love Colourpop Super Shock shadows. If you guys have never had a chance to play with them, I highly suggest that you do. They feel absolutely incredible. They feel so creamy and buttery. They glide on the lid very beautifully. You can mix and match them. You can use them as highlighters. You guys can use them as lip toppers. You guys can use them as eyeshadows. You guys can use them as eyeshadow toppers. They have so many different uses. They're so inexpensive, and I absolutely love them. So I definitely had to pick it up. And of course, I had to pick up this palette right here. Now, this palette actually does retail for $30, and it is currently sold out on the website. I do believe the PR kit sold out as well, and a few of the Colourpop Super Shock shadows sold out, but there's still quite a few available. The lip kit is still available. I did pass on buying the lip kit just because I generally am not the biggest fan of Colourpop like lip gloss formula. To me, it's very thick and a little to me it's very thick, very sticky, and it doesn't have longevity to it. So I'm not generally the biggest fan of Colourpop lip products. So I did skip on that, but I just bought the palette and the Super Shock Shadows to review today. So like I said, this does retail for $30. And here is the outside packaging. And let's take a look at the palette. Now the reason why I bought this palette isn't because of who created it, because like I said, I generally don't follow BTS or Bt21. I generally didn't know who they really were until you guys told me. I bought the palette because I thought the palette was absolutely beautiful. You guys know that I love colors so much. Color is my favorite type of palette. I'm very, very much into colors. So I saw this and I was like, ooh, I really want it. Now the only thing I don't like is that I do see that there are 3 pressed glitters in here. I can't stand Colourpop pressed glitters. I just think that they're so inconsistent. They get everywhere. They're messy. They're not easy to work with. So I'm generally not the biggest fan of their pressed glitters, but I really do love when they do mattes with glitter in them because I think it's absolutely beautiful, and I absolutely love their shimmers and their matte formula. So we have 30 shades in here. I love the variety that we have. You can see that this is a beautiful summer palette. I think it's so pretty. I definitely cannot wait to play with this. And then I also picked up their Super Shock Shadows, which do retail for $8 a piece, but I think I was able to buy like the entire like kit. But we have all 7 Super Shock Shadows right here, which I will go ahead and show you guys each individual shade. Now I'm not going to swatch the palette, but here are those 3 swatches. Here are those 3 pressed glitters. I'm just not a fan. I just am not a fan of the pressed glitters. I'm kind of over the pressed glitter phase. I just feel like they're so messy, and I'm just not a big fan of playing with them anymore. So I'm not going to swatch this palette because this palette is really big to swatch, and I'm sure there's so many different videos out there of people swatching them. I actually don't get a lot of use out of swatching. Like, I do it a lot of times for you guys because you guys ask to see the colors, but generally I don't really rely on swatches because how they swatch on the hand can be completely different how they swatch on the eye. But I will go ahead and show you guys the Super Shock Shadows just because these are so cute. And I absolutely love the Super Shock Shadows from Colourpop. All right, so I'm going to zoom you guys in so I can show you guys the swatches of the Super Shock Shadows. And then we're going to dive into the eyeshadow palette. I'm going to tell you guys, was this worth it? Okay, so the first shade we have right here is Passionate Friend, Making Mischief, Playful Sweetheart, Fluffy and Hungry, Truly Loving, Just Like Sunshine, and Crown Prince. Here's the palette one more time in case you guys want to see up close. It's almost like a soft rainbow palette with like more pastel shades in here. But I think this is really cute. I think this is definitely perfect for the summer season. So I'm gonna go ahead and do my brows, and we're gonna come back and get this eye look started. Okay, so I think I'm gonna do like 2 different eye looks. Also, do you guys notice I'm wearing the new Jacqueline Roxanne Butterfly collection? They were so kind enough to give that to me in PR. It does launch tomorrow on Jacqueline's birthday, 7/20 at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The necklace does retail for $60 and the ring retails for $55, and it is so freaking beautiful. So I think for today's look, I'm gonna do 2 different eye looks. I really want to play with some purples and some oranges. So I'm gonna do 2 different eye looks. For the very first shade we're gonna go into is the shade called Wisecracker right here. And we're just gonna start to work that in our inner corner, work our way out. Okay guys, so I have to say, I did so good on the plane. The plane was so easy for me. I actually like passed out on the plane. I was actually watching Orange is the New Black because I never got to finish that show. I watched that show years ago, but I never got to finish it. So I started to rewatch the series. I'm about to start season 6. So I started to watch it, but I did take Dramamine, the Less Drowsy, to be safe, just to be safe. And I passed out on the plane. And it made me kind of groggy. So on the way back, I didn't take it at all. And I absolutely had no trouble. We had such a smooth flight. I actually really do enjoy flying at night, by the way. I think it's so pretty. But we had such a smooth flight. It was super easy. So I definitely feel a lot more confident in flying now. I don't think I'm going to really have an issue going forward. I'm going to go into the shade Talented. So I have to say, Texas is super freaking hot. Like, super freaking hot. I thought Florida was hot. There's something about the Texas heat that just doesn't compare. I don't know. I can't describe it. Like, Florida has like the wet humidity that makes it feel like you're stepping out of a hot shower and putting your clothes on while you're wet. But Texas heat is just, oh my God. The highest I got was 107 while we were there. And I was like, this is insane. Like, it would be like at 8, it'd be like 9:30, 10 o'clock at night. And it still was like 93 degrees. And I'm like, damn, at least in Florida, there's like a nice breeze, something to help cool it down. Not in Texas. It was so hot. But it was truly so incredible. All the streamers that I met were so incredibly kind. I got to hang out with Jessica Blevins, who is the wife and manager of Ninja. I got to hang out with him. I got to hang out with Dennis, who is Cloaksy. He had a beer in front of me. We sat there and talked. I got to hang out with Tim the Tapman and Whips and Jordan Fisher. Oh, I had so much fun talking to Jordan Fisher. We talked about happily ever after and whatnot in video games. And it was just truly such a great moment, and it's something that I'll never forget. I'm so proud of Corey because Corey got to compete in the Fortnite tournament for $100,000, and I'm also so jealous because he actually got to play in a match with Tim the Tapman himself, and I'm like, what? Like, how cool is that? I'm so jealous. I was so jealous. I wish that I could have played with him as well, but I wish I could have played with Tim because that would have like truly made my day. Made my day. And he also played with Symphony. That's what I thought was really cool. And I know a lot of you guys might not know these names, but these are names that me and Corey have known for years, so it truly was such a moment. But what I thought was so cool, I'm gonna go into the shade Sleepyhead right here. What I thought was so cool is it's so, the gaming industry is just so different from the makeup industry. Like, I can't describe it. It is just so different. Everybody is so welcoming and accepting, and everybody just talks to each other. You make new friends. Like, we had a group of people that was with us when we were during the Kane Brown concert, and we just had the best time talking to them for hours. It was truly great. We met another guy named Doug who we met on the first day, and we talked to him all weekend long. Like, we truly had the best time connecting with people. And I don't know, there's something about the gaming industry that I just feel at home. Like, I feel at home, and I think it's because I've been playing video games since I was a little girl. Like, I think the very first video game I ever played was Super Mario Brothers, and then I moved on to like Spyro and Crash Bandicoot and all the type of stuff. Like, that's like what I kind of grew up in. And it's just, the gaming industry is just so different. Everybody's so accepting, so kind. You know, no one judges you. I feel, honestly, this is just my personal opinion, but I feel like the gaming community is better than the makeup community. I feel like with the makeup community, it is very much very catty and jealousy and non-supportive people. And now, my experience with Glamlight event was great. Everybody was super kind to me. I didn't have any issues there, but like, just taking a step back and looking at it as a whole, you can definitely see where there is that, like, I feel like that sense of competition, that sense of rivalry, where people are just like, oh yeah, you're great. Bitch. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that's still the vibe that I get from the community. Whereas the gaming community, it generally is super supportive, very, very uplifting. Everybody helps each other. And granted, I'm not like a big streamer or anything where I've interacted with these people like behind the scenes. I just, you know it based upon my own experience, and not just from being at this event, but like whenever I go to like MegaCon every year, even though that's not really like a gaming even though it's not like a gaming con, it still is so friendly, so inviting, and everybody's so welcoming. No one judges each other. Everybody helps each other out, and you just can truly make some lifelong friends from these events. And I just absolutely love the gaming industry. And I told Corey that once this weekend is up, because I am going to Miami. I'm going to Miami this weekend, actually. I like literally don't have time to breathe because I have so much to do, guys. I literally have so much to do. But I'm going to Miami this weekend. But when I come back, I actually want to set aside like an actual schedule for streaming, where I stream at least like twice a week or once or twice a week. And it's going to be like a dedicated day that I stream, like always. So I'll always be there because I just love it so much. And I just love the environment that I was in. And it was just such an amazing experience, something I will never forget. And I'm so glad that Corey and I were able to go. And Tim the Tapman said that he's doing another one next year, hopefully. Maybe this time it'll be in Florida because he does live in Florida. So maybe it'll be in Florida, which would be very beneficial for us. But yeah, it was just such an incredible time, and one that I won't forget. And I just absolutely love the gaming industry. I just love how kind and supportive everybody is. And it just is such a welcoming community. Like, it truly, truly is. And yeah, I just would love to be a part of it more than what I already am. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just genuinely felt at home. Like, I felt at home there. Okay, so obviously we're going to clean this up. I am working with a pastel shade. So the pastel shade, it's not going to be the easiest shade to work with because pastel does tend to blend itself out. You have to be a little careful, or you have to pack down like a nice white base or color base underneath it. but I wanted to do something very, very light because on this eye, we're gonna go a little bit more colorful. I wanted to do like something summery. So this right here kind of looks like a summery vibe to me. So now on this eye, I go into the shade, ta-da! I'm actually gonna go like with the orange and yellow because I swatched those a little bit earlier and oh my God, they're so vibrant. I had the best time. That's all I can say is I had the absolute best time. And I know Corey did too. And I loved every second of it, man. I did. I was just so happy. It was just such a cool environment and totally random, but I never really thought that Kane Brown was attractive until I saw him perform live and I saw like his muscles and all his tattoos and I was like, Corey, look away. But yeah, it was truly like the best time. And then this weekend, I am going to Miami with Paige. You guys will find out like next week while I'm going to Miami. I'm so excited. But I'm going to Miami this weekend. I leave on Sunday, come back Tuesday. Very, very short trip. Paige and I are just going to be driving down there. And I'm so excited for you guys to see why. And I also love the fact that this shade has glitter in it. But yeah, I am so jam-packed. I literally have like a I literally have like a note section of all the videos I have planned. I have so much content for you guys. So you're probably gonna be seeing for like the next 2 weeks, 5 videos a week. Plus I will, when I come back next week, I'll be able to stream for you guys. So I don't think I'll have time to stream this week. I'll try to. I just generally don't know if I'll have time to, which sucks because I had so much fun streaming like Fall Guys and Fortnite for you guys. I had the best time and oh my gosh, let me tell you guys, I'm gonna go into the shade right here really fast. The Fortnite tournament was absolutely intense. Like there were some people in there who were, I guess you could say amateurs. They're not professional players yet, but they have definitely entered in quite a few competitions. There were some that was part of the EA sports team, and I feel like they shouldn't have been allowed to enter because they were actually so good. But oh my God, it was so fun because they played, the first round happened on Saturday, so it was 300 people, and then they knocked it down to 100 people on Sunday for the tournament. And there were 5 games, and I'm so happy that Corey placed top 20%. But there are some people in there that I was just like, holy shit, the way that they are in Fortnite, I'm like, damn, they're killing it. They do so good. And there was a girl, her name was like, I don't know her real name, but her screen name that she was I don't know what her real name is, but she went by Salt Shaker, and it was the only girl, and I actually featured her in my vlog. And she made it to like top, I want to say 5. She came in like 5th place overall. Dude, I was so proud of her. She was kicking ass. And I'm like, hell yeah, girl, you get it. You kick all these guys' asses because they made such a big deal about a girl. The only girl to go to the qualifying round to take out Tim the Tatman, to place 5th place. I mean, like literally they're making such a big deal that a girl did it. I'm like, come on, there are some fantastic girl video game players out there, but I was rooting for her. I was rooting for her the whole time. And yes, I was rooting for Corey, but I was like, yes, get it, queen, get it. I was like right there in the crowd going, go. It was so fun. I don't know how well you guys can tell. I have the same issue with the purple shade. It is really pretty. It's pigmented at first, but as you lay the shade down, it does start to like dissipate itself. So you guys see right here, like it is starting to disappear right here. And the same thing's happening right there with the yellow. It is starting to dissipate, but it is what it is. It's the colors. I definitely expected something like this to happen just because I know how these colors work and with Colourpop's formula. So you just kind of have to pack it on and just be very careful because they're super easy to blend, but they can definitely like blend themselves away. So I'm gonna clean these both. I'm gonna clean these both up. I definitely feel such summer vibes. Like this to me reminds me like being in the pool. This reminds me like the Florida sunshine. I just wanted to have fun playing with the colors. These colors are kind of stood out to me the most. So I'm gonna go ahead and clean up this mess and I'm gonna throw on my face. We're gonna come back and do the under eyes together. I'll see if I can utilize these Super Shock shadows in any way and I'll be right back, guys. So I think I'm gonna do to make this look a little bit more blended, by the way, before I dive into fixing it, I'm just going to take this Super Shock shadow shade. It is the Truly Living. This one is so pretty. Like I absolutely love how this looks, by the way. And I'm just going to kind of just place this right here. It just gives it a little bit of an extra pop as well. And I feel like it's going to help to blend those two shades together since this is a very, 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 very light pastel shade. So I'm gonna tap that right there. And I'm gonna take a little bit of the Just Like Sunshine, this shade right here, very lightly. Place that right here. And then I'm gonna take a little bit of this yellow. This is the shade Passionate Friend. And I'm gonna take it on my finger. And I'm just gonna very, very lightly, just kind of pat it right here. Add a little extra color, a little extra fun. All right, so let me go ahead and fix those and I'll be back, guys. Okay, so I think I'm gonna forego lashes. Normally I do lashes, but I think I'm just gonna do a little bit more natural. So to finish off the eye looks, we're actually gonna go into the shade Curious Soul. Curious Soul right here. I'm gonna put that underneath this eye, and then we're gonna blend it out probably with that same purple shade that we used a little bit earlier. So I'm just gonna take it and I'm just going to place this right here very, very lightly. So right there. And then we're gonna go back into that same purple shade that we used earlier to buff it out. Okay, then we're gonna go back into the orange on this side. We're going to just place that right here. And then we're gonna buff it out with that same yellow shade. That yellow shade has beautiful glitter in it. I'm like obsessing over it. I will say the yellow and the orange in this palette is so freaking pretty. I am just obsessing over it. Ah, I love it. Okay, so let me go ahead and throw on the rest of my face, guys, and we'll be right on back. So before I wrap up the final look, I'm gonna go into the shade Guardian. It's just a white shade right here. I'm gonna see if I can use that as an inner corner today, just because it looks so pretty and I just wanna really try it out. It looks so pretty. I just want to really try it out to see like how it compares to other white shades I played out there, other white shadows I play with. So I'm just gonna take this, we're gonna put this right in the inner corner. Okay, so far it's looking really nice. Just want to place this right here. Really nice white shade. The only other white shade I've been able to find that's super nice is the Sugar Pill white shade. That's the only other white shade I've been able to find that's so incredibly nice. Ooh, I like that. All right, let me zoom you guys out. All right, guys, so this is the final look. So what are my thoughts on the Colourpop collaboration with Bt21? Well, first off, we do have this $30 palette right here, and on the inside, you do have really beautiful colors. I would definitely say this is a perfect summer palette. You do have a nice range of shadows, and Colourpop shadows are just so good. The mattes are super, super pigmented, and they blend very easily, and the shimmers are really, really easy to work with. They're very beautiful, and they have nice longevity to them. Now this palette did retail for $30. It is currently sold out, and I have to say I like the looks that it created, but I don't know. I'm just not overwhelmed with this palette. I don't know. I think it's super cute. I think it's great for the summer season. I just don't find this to be one of my favorite Colourpop palettes. I think you can find a lot of these shades in so many of other Colourpop palettes, but I will say like these two shades right here, they're so pretty. Like I love this eye look right here with like the yellow and orange. They're so pigmented. And I also really love whenever Colourpop does put glitter into their matte formula, just because I think it's so pretty. But I think what really did it for me was they put glitter in here. I can't stand pressed glitter, especially Colourpop's pressed glitter. I really wish I would have taken that out of the palette. And I will say that some of the shades I did play with, it definitely did have a little bit of an issue. They definitely did kind of blend itself away, but it's not necessarily Colourpop's fault. It's just more the fact that they are pastel shades. They're very pigmented, so that can happen. While I'm very grateful that I have this palette, I don't know. I definitely don't think that this is a must-have. I think that there are other palettes from Colourpop that I get more excited about than this one in particular, but it is really pretty. I am happy that I have it, but I don't really think that you need to go run and get it either. Then we do have Colourpop Super Shock Shadows, and I do have all 7 of Colourpop Super Shock Shadows for $45, which is a really decent price point. These do retail for $8 a piece. This one again is currently sold out, but you guys can find majority of these shades individually. There are some shades that are sold out, and I only played with 2 or 3 of them, and I have to say I do love them. I love Colourpop Super Shock Shadows. You could do so much with them. They have such versatility. They're so versatile, and you can create such beautiful looks. looks. You guys can use them as eyeshadow toppers. Like I think this one right here is probably my favorite. This is Totally Loving. This one has more of a shine than the actual shimmer in the palette did. Like this created more of a shine on my lid right here than the physical palette itself. And that kind of says something because these are just so pretty and they have so many uses. I love the way they feel. So I think out of this entire collection, I think I enjoyed the Super Shock shadows more than the physical palette. Even though the palette's really pretty, I think I definitely gravitate more towards the Super Shock shadows. I'll pick up the lip kit because I knew I was not gonna like the lip glosses, but overall, I would say this is a cute collection. I just don't necessarily think that it's worth it. I paid $87 for the palette and the Super Shock shadows plus shipping and handling, so there is that. And while I'm glad I have it just because I do love Colourpop so much, I definitely don't think this is a collection that I need to go run and get either. And maybe just for me, I'm not a Bt21 fan. I'm not a BTS fan only because I generally don't listen to the music. I don't really know this stuff, so that's probably why I'm not as excited as maybe other people are. But I am really glad I was able to get my hands on it because it did sell out really fast. So congratulations to Colourpop, but yeah, definitely not my favorite collection from them. So that is it for today's video, guys. I really do hope you guys check out my vlog that I posted with us being in Texas because I just had the best time ever and I'm still just like on cloud 9 from it. And I literally have so much content to plan for you guys. I literally have 4 more reviews coming after this. I have the Blend Bunny Cosmetics palette. I have the Ace Beauty, I had the Ace Beauty like board game makeup palette. I have the Juvia's Place palette. I have the Colored Rain PR kit collection. I have so many goodies for you guys. I cannot wait to do them. I cannot wait to play with them and show you guys my thoughts on those. So definitely stay tuned to that. But that is it for today's video, guys. I really do hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please make sure you guys give this video a cheeky thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you guys have not already, because I do post 4 to 5 videos a week. Make sure you guys head over to my other channels, R for Life, where you guys get to see my cool, wonderful adventures, my amazing husband, Corey. And as always, a huge thank you goes to all these beautiful, wonderful page members you guys see right here. Thank you guys so much for everything. And to my subscribers and viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. Whether you guys like this video, you guys thumbs down this video, you guys subscribed, you guys did not subscribe, either way, thank you guys so much for being here. I love and appreciate each and every single one of you. So well, with that said, guys, I love you and I'll see you guys in the very next video. Bye. Colourpop 21 is, it's actually a brand created by BTS, which is a huge, I definitely love that. It definitely does. So 30 shades in here, I would definitely say this is definitely, and this is the Total Stellar palette. This is the Total Stellar eyeshadow. Now, next we do have the Now, I did not pick up the lip kit because I knew I was not going to give a shit about now